What's up, couture crafters? I swear I start this video the same time, the same place. Why is this thing twisting again? What is going on here? That's better. I am on my way to the parks again. I'm hoping to meet up with somebody. Now, have I reached out to anybody? No. Am I just hoping people will be there? Pretty much. I have gotten absolutely nothing accomplished that I wanted to accomplish. I feel like yesterday I told you guys I wanted to do like 3 things and I certainly did not work on any quilts. I did get a card done. I'm very excited about this card. So on Facebook, in the Black Girls Who Plan and Create group, I asked them, I said, look, I got a couple days off, what do you guys want to see? And they said, I got like 3 requests for a Veterans Day card. Now, I don't have any military in my family. That's not true. My father, but that's not true. I have never made a Veterans Day card. That's a better way to put it. And I am frightened of Veterans Day cards because I don't want to offend. I don't know much about it. I don't know the branches in the military, you know, the colors and all. I just don't, some stuff I just don't mess with. Like sororities and stuff, I don't mess with that either. I just leave it alone because I don't want to offend anybody, blah, blah, blah. But I was asked to do it and it was a challenge. And then they took it a step further and said, you know what, I don't want to see any red, white, or blue. Huh? What do you mean? How? So I was kind of trying to think what can I do? Why is the 91 packed? Is it a slow car or has something happened? To get off and take the 405 to Disneyland or not? I'm not in a hurry. Who am I meeting? I'm probably just going to go up here and eat something. Maybe try that elote corn that Erica has been making everybody eat. Aw, I want friends at the park. Anyway, what was I saying? Veterans Day. So then there's no red, white, or blue, and I'm like, what? So, okay. And I was on the internet, and I was looking at Veterans Day cards, trying to grab some inspiration, and I saw a couple of things that were really simple, and I liked them. And the other day, Christina Werner went on a rant she didn't really go on a rant. She just started talking about, she must have said something in her live video to the effect of copying people or not giving credit, or where do you draw your inspiration? You know, basically plagiarism. She was talking about plagiarism, and I was like, and she was like, you really just need to just be creative on your own. And I get it. I get what she's saying. I believe that somebody probably knocked off one of her cards or something. She was having a whole moment. But and then she had to go on a live and explain why she said what she said, yada yada yada. And that's fine. All that to say, I just sat still. I stopped looking at Pinterest because, I just stopped. And I just sat still for a moment. And then I went on about my daily life. And I was scrolling and I saw the Ton. And the Ton is, why does this thing move like this? I need to tighten this thing up. This is why you guys aren't going to watch my car chats, because they're crazy, huh? You guys are like, she can't focus. I have the attention span of a gnat, guys. I always say it. Anyway, I was scrolling and I saw the Ton. The Ton happened to just drop a release, and it's a dope release. It's got lots of makeup and shoes and girly things like the Ton is known for. And I don't know, something clicked. It was like, you know what? Use the shoes from the wardrobe set as the stars and the flag. I don't know. And I just did it. And then it got on. Then you guys know I kind of have an obsessive personality. And then I was like, ooh, itching to do it. So I hopped out of bed and I started working on this card. And then I made the card pink. I do not like the color pink. I am not a fan. The only time I think pink is appropriate is nail polish and makeup. Just not a fan. But I made the card like a lavendery pink because it's, one, a color that I don't use often. 2, it is about as far away from blue, white, and red as you can be. And so that was my inspiration. I just did the flag, and I saw something that said heroes. I think it said something like heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they wear combat boots or something like that. And so I just cut that part off, and then when I say I cut that part off, I didn't use that part. I went in Cricut, designed the fonts the way I wanted it to look, and bam, there you go. I think it's super appropriate for the shoe card. I hope that I have not offended anybody, because that was not my intention. I was simply just trying to bust through, you know, doing a challenge. That video should be uploading right now as I am recording this video. So I hope you guys enjoy that card. That card is kind of special now. Things that I wish that I had done differently. I could have I knew that I wanted the words to be script and the heroes to be bold. I knew that I wanted it in black. I wish that I had just taken the time to stamp out the whole sentiment, but that would have taken me forever, and I'm not sure how large the font of those script letters are. Oh no, I could have done it, because I have 2 or 3 different sizes of those fonts in Concord and 9. But I printed it on a sheet of paper. I cut the piece of paper out, and that white is a different white than the cardstock, and then there's an adhered strip. I feel like that's where the card is lacking, but I like the design of it. It's another one of those partial cards, so the card comes down and then the sentiment is on the inside and the outside at the same time. Yeah, it's a thing that I do because I don't like doing sentiments. It's my least favorite part of doing cards, which is why I really need to go purchase all the Tailored Expressions card sentiments that I was telling you guys about. It's like a background stamp with a bunch of sentiments on it. You stamp it one time, you run it through your die cut machine with the die that you purchase with it, and then you have like 15 to 20 to 25 sentiments all ready to go. And there's some of the cutest, quirkiest sentiments. They're not just boring whatever. Because honestly, I didn't look, but I don't know that I have any Veterans Day, Happy Veterans Day, or we thank you for your service, or I don't know. I might, I don't know. It's a possibility that I have maybe 1 or 2 in one of those sets that tries to cover everything, but I didn't look. And I kind of wish that in one of the flags I would have stamped thank you for your service or Happy Veterans Day. I might make that card over again, because something else that I didn't care for about that card is I started stamping the stripes at the bottom. So by the time I got to the top, which is usually where people's eyes go first, there's no it's a partial stamp, and I don't love that. That was just a bad design. But I know better. I might redo that card, maybe. And then I sent it to Alex, who I love. She's been a supporter of mine from day dot. Oh, Alex. And she sent me stuff because she's so sweet and kind and thoughtful, and I just love her. And she's serving currently, and so I am going to send it to her. Oh, I say I don't like pink, and I don't. However, I sealed the envelope, so I always do a matching envelope with my card, and so I put shoes on the bottom, because the Ton stamp set, if you haven't seen it, you really need to check it out. I'm saying the Ton, T-H-E space, T is in Tom, O, N is in Nancy, the Ton. Check out their website. I'm in love with them. I went ahead and put the shoes that are facing opposite way, like heels together, on the bottom of the envelope, and then I sealed it with a pink Hufflepuff seal. I need more seals, guys. I feel like I've used the ones that I have I've just used them enough. And that's funny, because I just got them and I just started using them. But I just bought the Black Panther, the Hufflepuff. I bought a blank. Why would I buy a blank? It's so that I can press things into the seal. So basically you take one of those clear, all the way clear, not translucent, but an actual clear glue stick, melt that down, do it like you do your wax seal, and then you can put like a flower or stems or whatever you want in there, and then maybe put a little bit more on top, and then seal it, push it down with a blank, and then you can see it's stuck in there, which is pretty awesome. You can cut out letters, like punch out letters and put them in there, whatever you want to do. It's just pretty freaking neat, let me tell it. So, but I need more seals. I have my logo, which is probably what I need to be sealing everything with, but I don't even stamp my logo on the back of my cards. I'm so not good at that. I need to be like Jennifer McGuire, and I want to say that she has Misty that's set up with her logo on the back of it, so when she's finished with the card, she can just do it and it's done. Also, something else that I think I need to start doing. I think that I produce decent cards. However, my cards never get reposted. That could be for several reasons. One, people, I don't make decent cards. Or two, I'm not staging my cards the way that people want to see their cards staged. If you look at the background of pictures in the arts and crafts community, or if you look at the background of art journal pages or whatever, you'll notice that everybody pretty much has the same one or two backgrounds. And it's like this board that I saw, it's a piece of foam core that has wood grain on it. And they put that down and they take their pictures. Now, I feel like my pictures are clean. I feel like they're clear. But maybe I'm wrong. So you guys let me know. Like, tell me, like, your pictures are just eh. And I get it. A lot of people don't like black backgrounds on their Instagram feeds. I think there's probably been research done that says that they get less likes and all that. But I would love it if some of these companies would repost my stuff. I mean, I see them commenting on my, like, they know, Latan knows who I am. So sweet. I like those people. I really like what they do. Catherine Pooler, she knows who I am. You know, Diane Reevely, she knows I'm around. They've communicated with me before. I've met, you know, them in person or whatnot. Not everybody, but you get it. But I think that I need to start staging my pictures, and that's really not my gift. I can decorate things and I have an eye for certain stuff, but staging is not, it's something that I'm gonna have to work on. So I think I'm going to stop by Michael's, if not today, tomorrow or the next day, and going ahead and grab that same old wood grain, that little white and brown foam core, and going ahead and start seeing if that gets my pictures more likes or views or whatnot. Or maybe I'm using the wrong hashtag. So you guys let me know if it's me. It might be me. Maybe they're not clear. Maybe they're not that good. Maybe we're not there yet. Which is fine, because the people who are here and like me for me, and I appreciate you guys. But I started this channel because, again, there's just not enough black people who are in the arts and crafts world who get enough recognition, in my opinion. They just don't have a lot of followers. There's a few around, don't get me wrong, but there's just not enough. When I look at Jennifer McGuire's feed and the trips that they go on, I'm like, y'all don't have not one black friend. Like, Jennifer, you don't have just one that you can put in the picture. They go to these retreats and they're just, where are they? Now, Cricket is doing a great job of diversity. I see everybody at their shows and panels and things, but you know, Christina, and I'll be your friend. But I want to see more black and brown hands, and I just want, representation matters. I want young people to know that there are things that they can do other than pop lock and dropping and twerking and all that. There's other things to get into and like and be creative. I'm telling you, it's therapy. It's therapeutic. I feel like people ought to make more cards. Make more cards, be less killings and drugs and all the things. But that is my rant for today. I can't think of anything else I want to tell you guys. I told you guys Latan just did a release, and I hit that release hard. And so I bought a couple of Stampers Anonymous things. I talked about that yesterday or the day before. Tailored Expressions is up on my list. I'm just waiting for them to get those brushes back in stock. The minute they get those brushes back in stock, which is supposed to be the end of this month, the minute they get those back in stock, I will go on ahead and buy the background sentiments, and then you guys will see me start using those little strips, sentiments, and designing cards around those. I know a couple of you guys have hit me up and said you guys were buying those, so I'll be working with those for sure. What else is on my radar to purchase? That's it. I don't need to purchase anything else. I just need to use my stuff. I just got an Altenew haul in today, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. The stamp is literally the size of my hand. I'm like, why is it so big? It's ginormous. So I'll be using that, and yeah, I can't think of anything else to talk to you guys about. I'm on my way to the park. I'm gonna try to see if I can find anybody. I don't think I bought any Disney ears. Aw, sad face. Did I bring Little Mermaid? I do not see my Little Mermaid ears. Sad face. Maybe that's my next purchase, is some Disney ears today. I said I wasn't gonna buy any more Disney ears from the park because I like boutique ears, but oh crap! I asked my husband to open up some boxes for me, and he did, and I did not look in the boxes. One box is holding 2 new pair of boutique ears that are very expensive. They're ridiculously expensive Disney ears, but they're gorgeous. And that reminds me, Catherine Pooler has a stamp set, 2 stamp sets out that are like underwater themed that I want to buy. I like the underwater stuff, fish and all that kind of stuff. Matter of fact, I'll probably do that when I get to the park, so I'll probably put that order in. Anything, you know, Catherine Pooler, I love it. Expensive, but love it. What else? I mean, stamps are expensive. It's not like she's any more expensive than anybody else. They're just expensive. Shipping, I hate to pay for shipping with Catherine Pooler, but I do what I gotta do. Anything else I can think to tell you guys? No, I think that's enough. You guys are probably tired of me, but I told you, you guys would get more consistent content from me if you guys let me do car chats. And so that's what we got going on, is car chat central. Just getting out of the sign. I don't want to change lanes. And that's all I can think of right now. So thank you guys for hanging out with me as usual. There should be a video before this one that is the Veterans Day card. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me if it's appropriate. Tell me if I was doing too much. Tell me if I need to stage my pictures better. Talk to me. I love to chat with anybody about arts and crafts, makeup, or whatever. I'm super vocal on Instagram. I should say I'm super active on Instagram. And Facebook, you can find me in here. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye. Oh, I didn't tell you guys about this really strange makeup look that I'm wearing. Today, I asked my girlfriend, she was talking about, oh, I really like how you're doing your makeup. And I was like, oh, we'll pick a character and I'll do it today. And she was like, okay. She picked Flint. What? I was like, Flint? Why? What? Who? And then I thought, and she was like, oh, it's the little bird from Pocahontas. She's like, I really like its colors. What? The little bird from Pocahontas? You can't just say Pocahontas, like bang her out in 2.2 seconds, but no. Maybe I'll do Pocahontas tomorrow. That feels good. But she chose that little bird. They get stuck in the cookie. I like Pocahontas. It's actually one of my favorite movies. So that's who I'm doing today. It's all gray. I don't know if you guys can see these colors. It's all gray with white winged eyeliner that goes from white to like a teal color to a kind of pink fuchsia color, and then it's the teal color underneath, smoked out with a little black. And that's the look for today. And a star stamp for my mom. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you on the next car chat. Bye.